Good morning. Today we're going to be reading Second John. Second John, which isn't a very big book, only has 13 verses. We finished First John. You can go back and look at them. And so join with me as we begin reading Second John. Second John, verse 1. This letter is from John the Elder. That will be John the disciple, John the apostle, John who wrote the book of John, who wrote the book of First John, Second John, and Third John, and also the book of Revelation. And so he is the one disciple that did not die a martyr's death. He lived to an old age. And so this is what he's writing. I am writing to the chosen lady and to her children, whom I love in the truth, as does everyone else who knows the truth too, because the truth lives in us and will be with us forever. And of course, the truth is Jesus. Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one can get to the Father but through me. And so he says, I'm writing to everyone who knows the truth. If you have a personal, intimate relationship with Jesus Christ, this is to you. Verse 3, grace, mercy, and peace, which comes from God the Father and from Jesus Christ, the Son of the Father, will continue to be with us who lives in truth and love. Remember, he said we can't be his disciples, love one another. Let's continue. Verse 4. How happy I was to meet some of your children and to find them living according to the truth, just as the Father commanded. Giving a testimony there. And you think about that. What kind of testimony do we have when people meet us? When John met this family, he was encouraged because of their relationship with God, because they were walking with the truth. And are people encouraged of that when they meet us? Verse 5, I am writing to remind you, dear friend, that we should love one another. This is not a new commandment, but one we have heard from the beginning. Almost every book of John, he puts that in there. Why? Because that is the greatest way to know if we are children of God. Because our love for one another. Verse 6, love means doing what God has commanded us. And God, has commanded us to love one another just as you heard from the beginning. Verse 7, I say this because many believers have gone out into the world. They deny that Jesus came in a real body. Such as a person is a deceiver and an antichrist. Watch out that you do not lose what you have worked so hard to achieve. Be diligent that you receive your full reward. There's going to be rewards in heaven. And one of the things he says we should strive after is to hear those words, good and faithful servant. You were faithful in little, I'll give you much. And, we need to seek out, be diligent. It means you go after it on purpose. Verse 9, anyone who wanders away from this teaching has no relationship with God. But anyone who remains in this teaching of Christ has a relationship with both the Father and the Son. 10, if anyone comes to your meeting and does not teach the truth about Christ, don't invite that person into your home or give any kind of encouragement. 11, anyone who encourages such a person becomes a partner in their evil work. Verse 12, I have much more to say to you, but I don't want to do it with paper and ink, for I hope to visit you soon and talk with you face to face. Then our joy will be complete. 13, greetings from the children of your sister, chosen by God. And so, though 2 is a short letter, and then we move into chapter 3, which we'll look at another time, which is also just one short little chapter. But I hope that this reminds us that we are always to go in love of the Father, love of the Son. We're to live our life in such a way that the love of the Father and the love of the Son comes out. That is not a selfish love, but it's a sacrificial love, a love of giving to others, lifting them up, bringing them higher than us. God bless you. Have a great day.